Hey, what's up? I'm Roller Coaster Rider.
Hi, I'm Kay.
Mm, Give me hot cocoa. Anyway, we're reviewing Spies Like Us, starring Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd, with the story and script by Dan
Dan
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd. And I believe his wife was in there too.
Yeah, and so was Bob Hope
Yep, Bob Hope played himself.
for like a small cameo and was probably one of the funnier parts.
Oh, it's
Sorry,
cold out
earthquake.
there. Catching that cold now.
Why don't you talk about this movie because I kind of zoned out for the first like 10 or so minutes.
Are you kidding?
No.
Why would you zone out? Oh my god. So they both
I did get to the
worked-
part where they were taking the quizzes.
Sorry. They both worked for the government.
Mm-hmm.
And one was downstairs that Dan Aykroyd, and he was in charge of
Well, yeah, I know
figuring
that's...
out. Well, that
I
was
know.
the first part.
No, the first part before them.
What?
With, like, the bad guys.
What bad guys? Oh, with the tanker? Or with the
Yes.
nuclear bomb or whatever it was? What did they do? All they did was go through the woods, the mountain.
Okay, fine. Anyway, Chevy Chase is listening to music, and he finds out that there's...
The exam.
Yeah, there's an exam, and he gets some of them right.
I don't know. It's his fourth or fifth time
Yeah.
taking the exam.
And then Dan Aykroyd, he gets told it like the night before when it was assigned 2 weeks before,
Right. His boss never gave it to him.
and it's just keeping him down. And there was a reference to the Disney Channel. I didn't know that was out in the late '80s, but oh well.
Yeah. He wasn't going to hook his family up.
For free, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. He was going to hook them up for free. They could have the Disney Channel, but stunt like that, his boss is not going to do well.
Anyway, Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd take the quiz. Chevy Chase went to the most blatant way to cheat school imaginable.
Well, he came in with an eye patch on and a fake broken arm.
Yeah. And he kept like he kept like cheating, or he kept doing like weird ways to cheat, including one where he passes out and gets a heart attack.
Well, he answered one question was on his eye patch.
Yeah.
And then another one was in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
And one was with the broken arm. And then he's like having a heart attack where he grabs
Oh no, coughing.
coughing and he's grabbing Tess as he's like falling to the floor and everything.
So he gets in trouble and he kind of drags Dan Aykroyd down too.
Right. Because he asked Dan what KGB meant.
I don't remember. Then there was like another question. Or there's like another part that he used to cheat. So they set him up as decoys.
Right. Since they worked so well together, they became a grade 20. And they didn't know that they were going to be decoys.
Mm-hmm.
So they were, they had to take a very quick in the field training.
They had to take like one of those planes where you parachute out.
Right. They parachuted out.
And then they land with ninjas.
Yeah. Until the colonel or captain comes along. And
I don't remember his name. You?
I don't remember either. And then they do this quick training of the
Which
field.
involves them set on fire and like jumping into swamps.
Yeah. And then they say that they passed. And then
Even though they're like, yeah, we're not cut out for this. We're going to quit.
Yep, we're going home. Take us to the nearest airport.
And then they get dropped. Where do they get dropped?
They get dropped in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah, Afghanistan. I thought it was something else.
In a
but
metal cube.
Yeah, in one of those, like, food boxes or something.
And
one of those supply boxes.
Yeah. And they're drinking the beer.
And eating chips.
They were always hungry in this movie. Did you realize that?
Not when taking the test.
Not when is dinner? They kept asking. So they were supposed to be dropped to have a rendezvous point with 2 other people that they were supposed to work with.
And they did.
And then they portrayed themselves as doctors.
Except they were not the rendezvous people. They were different rendezvous people.
You're not going to tell them who they were?
No.
Okay. So all of a sudden, all these people from this village with their spears and guns and everything pointed at them. And then a couple of the doctors ran out of the tent. Wait, this is Dr.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, doctor, doctor, doctor,
Yeah.
doctor, 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 doctor.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
So then they do an appendectomy.
Yeah, they're supposed to perform one.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, they were going to shave him.
Oh, and
they were supposed to shave the area of your appendix.
And
they went to shave the mustache.
One thing I do want to say, the movie the movie is PG, so they don't like cut blood. So just a heads up.
So then he looks for the scalpel.
Scalpel. Yes, they look for the snapple.
I didn't say snapple. I said scalpel.
You said scalpel.
Whatever. So then Chevy Chase finally finds one, and he gives it to Dan Aykroyd. And Dan is got his fingertips like on the guy's body around his sternum, his rib cage.
Well, let's hurry this up. They fail, so then they get in trouble, and then
the guy dies on the table.
I did say they failed.
Oh, yeah, but they didn't even cut into him.
I did say there was no blood.
Then they try to run away.
I said there was no blood.
Right. They take off in the village's rescue squad.
Yeah. Then there's a chase scene, which reminds me of The Spy Who Dumped Me.
Yeah.
Even though that movie came out years later. Let's see, what else? Then they make a call to the government where it's revealed that they're alive, and they're like, they are?
What do they want?
Okay, go to Russia.
Yeah, they had to go to this pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Donegal, but it's something. Donegal is in Ireland, but yeah, so it was a P or a D it started with. So they ended up following...
PTSD, let's call it that.
They ended up following this other team of doctors. But they got ahead of them. And so when he went back, he had to get Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase got caught by the Russians.
Oh, you forgot to mention why they went a certain way because of the girl.
They were following her.
Okay. And the camel, which got tired, I guess.
And it just it laid down.
I was worried there was going to be like a toilet joke.
Oh. But there wasn't.
Thankfully. Dan will use toilet humor for one of his later movies, Nothing But Trouble.
Oh, okay.
Which has an image of his nose being a ding-a-ling.
Whatever. Don't need to go into it. So,
it's not a good movie.
So when they get on that road, after the camel decided to sit down and take a break, they decided they had to walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get on that road, and then long behold, there were Russian police
And
or
they get
soldiers
yeah,
that
and they
were on
get
the road.
arrested. And they get arrested. Apparently,
Well,
Dan
no,
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd, he gets away.
Yeah, they can speak. He can speak Russian apparently.
And he wasn't going to stay there, and then Chevy Chase stayed there. And they tried to get out of Chevy Chase. Okay, what is your mission? Why are you here? Blah, 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 blah. But he doesn't know. They don't know what their mission is. They were never told.
And, then Dan Aykroyd meets the girl.
Yep.
And then there's a
But her partner,
there's a reveal.
The other portraying doctor is killed.
There's a reveal with her, and that's when Dan Aykroyd figures stuff out. And then,
He has to go save Chevy Chase.
And then they launch a missile to destroy the world. And we're not going to say anything else.
Well, it wasn't to destroy the world. The U.S. was going to try to intercept it.
Dan Aykroyd talked about how, like, the end of the world of humanity was going to be in, like, a half an hour.
Because they didn't know that the U.S. had planned these, this general and this other guy. They were planning an interception so they could go to the president and say what happened.
Okay, so we're not going to say anything else about the rest of the movie. We're not going to... Okay.
Why not?
Because I don't want to spoil the movie for those who might want to see it.
Okay, so why don't you check it out?
You haven't noticed with the almost 100 reviews that we've done?
Okay, so I think you should check it out. It was not slaps.
Yeah.
It was funny. It had its moments.
I'd recommend, if you want to see this kind of movie, I'd recommend, like, The Spy Who Dumped Me. Or... That's the only one I can think of, because this one, it kind of felt like they were meandering for a good chunk of it. Plus, both of them seem to be acting like the straight man and the dumb person at the same time.
Like Dumb and Dumber? No.
Well, in most teams, you need someone smart and then you need an idiot. Both of
Dan
them...
Aykroyd was smart with machinery equipment.
But he also acted
and
like
languages.
an idiot.
Well, remember when they did that astronaut thing when they had to spin?
Oh yeah, which, by the way, if you look at the DVD, that's a picture on the back.
Oh, okay, I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
I already returned it this morning.
One problem I have with this movie, the ending is extremely abrupt.
Yeah,
Something
you're like,
happens.
They're gonna end it like that?
Yeah, it's like there's no comeuppance, really. Oh, and this is one of those movies where they say the title Spies Like Us like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. They must be spies like us. They must be spies like us.
You're spies like us?
Yeah.
We get it! You did a search of what words were used the most.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing.
Well, we're suggesting that they go ahead and not rent it, but check it out from your library.
You're suggesting they check it out. I'm suggesting watch The Spy Who Dumped Me.
Well, watch both of them. What's the matter?
Okay, yeah, good point. Join us next time where, well, we're going to be going on vacation, so, get ready for the Hollywood Tours Film Festival. Let's see, what's the next movie that's...
I don't know.
Ah, dang it, I hated...
I hope your hot cocoa is good.
I hated the first one. Maybe this will be a rare sequel that's good. That's better than the first.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And this is actual hot cocoa. You can't really see it, but it is. Bye.